I think you came up with this idea. I remember because
I
like you were
saw,
more business savvy, because you know you're always deeper into that business side of things. And then you had this, I think, yeah, what was it, like an ad or something, or I can't remember what we
yeah.
saw, but
So basically, I got conned, really. uh, I got asked, like, I mean, as like I said before, early days, I was just trying to make more money than my dad. Um, that's always the back of my mind. That's not a main goal, but that's a good goal to achieve. That pushes me, right? So at the time, I was looking at ways to earn a side income. So the main reason is because if I don't have a contract for another 6 months again after like when I was at Animalogic, I was thinking, dude, I can't do another 6 months of no work. I
yeah,
need to
yeah, for sure.
I need to have something in
I need to
the
get money. I need to
yeah,
get it now. So
yeah, yeah,
we were trying to do the get rich quick
yeah, yeah,
scheme, and for a lot
yeah,
of people, it actually worked out. I'm not gonna like
yeah,
deny that it's viable, because I
yeah.
think because we were close. I think at when we're doing letterboards, we were
Hmm.
on to a good idea, but it was just not. It was just not like
Yeah.
we just
So
weren't competitive enough. I don't think we went all in deep enough, and we didn't have
the capital too.
the capital to really like
Hmm.
bring the
The
cost
cost.
down.
Yeah.
So what we're trying to do is we're trying to sell these letterboards
On Amazon. So this is like, I'm
on
sure
Amazon.
like a lot
Yeah,
of people have heard, like even when you're just searching passive income, I'm sure this comes up where it's like
yeah,
Amazon FBA, where you sell things on Amazon and you're
yeah,
basically, creating your own brand and business. And we thought that that was interesting because we wanted to start a business. And
yeah,
we started trying to sell these. And these were, I think, your photos. You went to Linda's like house, like, because,
yeah. So we
yeah,
have a friend. Like we both have a friend.
yeah,
This is
that's funny. Yeah.
yeah. So we both have a friend who like sells houses. You know,
Yeah.
she sells
Yeah.
house plans,
Yeah.
and she has like this really good like
Hmm.
good display homes that you can go to like inspect the house, and it's all decked out. Like the entire house is completely
Hmm.
head to toe, decked out with like decor and really expensive looking products and stuff like that. It's like a super pretty home. It's like a show home. So
Hmm.
I was like, you know what? I need somewhere to take photos of this letterboard to make it look like really appealing, make it look really like, ideal and presentable. So I talked to her, and then I
Yeah.
went over to one of these show homes, a few of them actually, and then just like placed the letterboard down, took some photos, pretended like I was there looking to
Yeah.
buy a home.
Yeah. Yeah. And it was cool because that helped out a lot. Because for people who have not heard about this, like a lot of it is about the pictures as well as, the
Yeah,
writing and, the product. But to get
yeah,
like this basically taught us how to sit, like do some
yeah.
sales.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when you're like browsing, like what do you want to see out of a product? I think we took some really nice photos. I mean, these,
Yeah. These ones are great.
yeah, usually people pay other people to take photos of their product, but we didn't have that luxury, so we
That
had to
was
be super
also
resourceful.
Yeah, that was also our strength though. Like we could do everything in terms of the advertising side. Like there was no
Yeah, we could do all the
like
marketing stuff, like all the
yeah,
graphics, all the,
yeah,
yeah, all that sort of stuff. So all
yeah,
the stuff that you guys are seeing, we did everything. Like
yeah,
like these are all photos that we took, photos
hmm,
that we
yeah,
graded.
yeah. It was
Um,
great.
yeah, and
This was like in your
in
kitchen, like under
yeah,
that
yeah,
table. Yeah,
yeah. I got like a backdrop thing.
yeah,
I
yeah,
bought like a plastic backdrop thing to take all these photos on.
yeah,
And then like the girl that you see in the in one of the photos, this is Steph. She actually
yeah,
she works at Luma, and she's like the culture assistant, and she was making at Luma we have like the snack time that
yeah,
we call fika, and then
yeah.
they the culture assistants and the culture people make like snacks and stuff like that for all the artists. And then she was making snacks. I was like, hey Steph, can you do me
A
a
solid.
huge favor? Yeah, do me a solid. Let me take. Can you be my model for
Yeah.
this letterboard thing?
Yeah.
We need someone that looks like.
Looks like
We need
you.
this to look like a stock photo.
Yeah.
So I found the most stock photo looking person,
That
and
was
she
great.
just happened to be making,
Yeah.
fika that day. So I was like,
Yeah.
please put it in front of the food, make like a
Yeah.
little sign.
Yeah. That was great. And how like you might be thinking how we found these products, like why this thing, why a letterboard, and it was just like from stats.
Yeah,
And
yeah. So we were watching a lot of YouTube videos at the time.
yeah,
I remember
and
like Jungle Scout. There's
yeah,
companies that like are
yeah,
built around the entire selling on Amazon ecosystem.
hmm,
You have like businesses teaching people how to sell on Amazon, and
yeah,
you have like software built around it. So
hmm,
we were like looking at all that information, and then a lot of it was like teaching
yeah,
you just about like what sells, what doesn't sell,
yeah,
like how to make a profit from this, like what kind of margins you need. So
yeah,
we learned a lot about the business side of things, and then like
yeah,
also like creating your own product. There's a lot of like creating your own product and then shipping it and then selling it. There's a lot of processes. Like
yeah.
we
And
had to
that's
go
what,
through like the shipping company. I remember we had to get like a shipping bond and all this sort of
yeah.
stuff,
Oh
and
dear God, that's so
print
stressful.
like, yeah, like barcodes and things like
Yeah,
that, and like get the product actually
yeah.
legal
To
basically.
go, yeah. And I think that was I mean that was good, like, because we got to learn everything. It was really um I mean, looking back, I mean, at the time we're like we just started learning new things and it was cool, but looking back, a lot of things are translatable to many aspects of what we do now, or like even just like just selling, like starting a business. It's great.
Yeah,
And I think
so
let's
much
see.
there's so much to it than like I
Yeah,
think a lot of people think when they
yeah,
first start. It's definitely a lot more to it than we thought. I think
yeah.
by the end of it we're like, holy crap, we
Yeah. It's not a
we
get rich quick thing. Like,
yeah, there's
there's
definitely
yeah,
no get rich quick in this. Like the
yeah,
amount of work that you have to put in is
yeah.
like
No joke.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the chances of you making a lot of money is there, but you have to put in equally like the same amount of work,
Mhm.
like looking for the right product and
Yeah.
doing all the marketing stuff.
And this item actually trended a lot. Like we got in
Yeah,
before it was trending and it went crazy.
yeah,
So,
yeah,
I mean,
for
Jungle
sure.
Scout definitely worked like for us. But, you have to be careful. Like if anybody wants to start these things, like you have to be careful of the self-proclaimed gurus because, you just, a lot of them say they can get you rich quick, but
Yeah,
that's not true. You can't get rich quick from these things.
yeah, and it definitely like for this, like
Yeah.
for FBA, we
Hmm.
realize like the amount of capital you have going into it really
Yeah.
matters because
Yeah.
you need a lot of money to
Yeah.
bring the cost of production down. So that's the biggest thing. It's like
Yeah.
when you create this one product, it's not like you're just selling as people buy.
Hmm.
You're literally buying in bulk. So we had to put
Yeah.
down like a huge sum of money
Yeah.
initially to buy bulk in
Hmm.
order to make it viable.
Hmm.
And I think we quickly realized that I was like we went our like margin was so small
Yeah.
that it's just like it's hard to beat out the competition because they could sell cheaper than us.
Yeah.
They were like there was a lot of people coming out which was selling cheaper than us.
Hmm.
And I think like it's good to have like fancy pictures and all this sort of stuff. Like these are
Yeah.
all photos. This is from a friend's wedding. This
Yeah.
photo, but
Well, this is
it's good to
yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
it's good to take like I mean it's good to take good photos and to do like all this
Hmm.
nice pretty marketing stuff, but at the same time if a competitor has the same product
Hmm.
and they're selling it cheaper than you, even if their photos are like not as nice but they're cheaper, it means so much more than having
The nice. Yeah.
the nice photos
Yeah.
because you're selling the exact same product. It's not like we're like Apple where
Hmm.
we're selling like an iPhone and there are no other iPhones.
Yeah.
There's other phones, but they
Yeah.
have like zero competitors selling the same thing. We were selling a letterboard, which from a manufacturer, they were probably selling to our competitors.
Yeah.
The same manufacturer that we were buying from were probably manufacturing for other people on Amazon.
Yeah,
So it was
definitely.
the exact same product. So the only difference is the price and the photos
And yeah, we
and our
try to come
brand,
up.
really.
Yeah, we try to come up with more unique things like adding a pair of scissors in there and changing colors of the font that came with it. But at the end of
Yeah,
the day, it's like it's still a letterboard, and you
yeah.
have to bulk bulk purchase and taking advantage of like bulk purchasing
The
is
volume,
the
yeah.
that is the way
Like the
to
more
win.
you buy, the cheaper
Yeah,
things get.
yeah,
With
yeah,
the manufacturers, they have deals. It's like if you
yeah,
buy like 200,000 letterboards, then you can sell it for this much.
yeah.
And I think we bought like a crate. I think we bought like 50,000 or something. It was
I
like,
forgot. Yeah,
was it 50,000? Was it 5,000? I can't remember. It was a lot though.
it was a
I
lot.
remember the
Yeah.
number was pretty high.
I mean, I think it was five. Like we spent like seven
Was it
thousand,
5,000?
or maybe no. We spent like I think all up, like we spent 7,000 on the whole project, and
Yeah.
I think it was 3,500 each, and we sold quite a few.
We
Like
sold it all, I think.
I think we sold.
We
Yeah, we
sold,
sold it all. Yeah,
we ended up selling everything, but like we didn't recoup the full
yeah,
the
the
full
full.
amount. And then
Wonder if we're
that
still
was
there.
like
I think we're. I
no,
think they
it's
shut us
gone.
down, but
Yeah, I think it's gone now. Like they,
yeah,
yeah,
it used to. It used to come up maybe. Yeah,
yeah.
not anymore.
Well, we sold it all out, so
Yeah,
it would the
yeah.
listing would be ghosted now. But um,
But yeah, I wanted to get into
that's
the net like sorry
the
the
next thing.
next product, which was oops, where did it go? So we did rose gold cups
Yeah,
after because we were like, hey, it's probably cheaper to do rose gold cups,
yeah.
and I was just showing you guys these photos because at this point I think I was in Vancouver now, and I couldn't be there to like I wasn't even in Australia. So we're still like chatting every week.
Yeah,
Um
yeah. We're still trying to get this business thing going,
yeah.
so we were like calling,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
pretty much every week.
we're still calling every week and this is like already 2 years in. And we have a joint bank account together.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And my girlfriend was like, I feel like you're more committed to Billy than like than our
Then to
relationship.
me,
Yeah, yeah. Then I was
it's
like, yeah,
true though.
it's true.
Yeah.
um, but yeah, so
I'm his first wife.
yeah, exactly. So we had all these like at this point because we can't take photos together or like it's harder. So we decided
Yeah,
might as well use our powers for good, right? And then
yeah.
we got these base photos and then we started comping them. And this is like basically shot chasers like again.
2.0.
I think you
Yeah, so
made
this is
you
our
created
second
this.
product. We wanted
Yeah.
to do like these cups.
Yeah. And I
And yeah,
think
and
you
you know,
did
like
this one. Oh no, no.
yeah,
I comped it.
to
You did the model. That's it. This one.
yeah.
Yeah.
I remember to do like
Mhm.
it was to do like to take photos of a plastic object or like
Mhm.
something translucent and see-through.
Mhm.
You know, it's super hard. I think
Mhm.
anyone that's a photographer would be intimidated by trying to shoot like
Yeah.
glass or anything like that that's translucent and make it look pretty.
Mhm.
You know, it's
Yeah.
very difficult. You get like specks of dust and all kinds of scratches and crap, and it's
Yeah.
impossible to make it look perfect. And that's why like we were like, hell, let's just
Yeah.
3D model this,
Yeah.
render it,
Yeah.
and then comp it.
Yeah.
So I modeled it exactly to spec of how our cup looked, and then
Yeah.
I tried to get all the shaders as close as I could.
Yeah. And then
I
this
mean,
is
it
like
wasn't perfect. This is not like
yeah.
it's not perfect, but to the untrained eye, you
Yeah.
know, it'd be you
Yeah.
wouldn't you know
Yeah.
think too much about it.
And to be honest, like, because Amazon, like, there's a limit to how grainy something is. I mean, there's a graininess to it because you can't. I mean, the size of the photo can't be too high. Blah blah. It's compressed.
Yeah,
But yeah, I was doing the comping for these ones, like, which is the source images you saw earlier, and this one was terrible. And
yeah. This one was the worst.
yeah, this was pretty. Actually, they were pretty bad. But anyways, like, that's what it was really hard to get the metallic looking reel, or like,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it was tough. This one was the
I mean, to
closest one.
comp something into a scene without
Yeah.
the lighting information of the scene
Yeah.
is pretty damn hard, because all we had was these photos.
Yeah.
So we had to just like guess the lighting.
Yeah.
And this is not at all how you would want to do 3D
Yeah, exactly.
with live action plates and stuff.
Yeah.
Normally on set they'll shoot like,
Like,
they'll
yeah.
have like acquisition team shooting the data, shooting the lighting, shooting like the
Yeah.
chrome balls and the gray balls and all those kind of things
Yeah.
to give you all that information. But we had to just guess everything.
Yeah. This was the best one because it was like it's just the
Yeah,
cup.
yeah. There's no photos.
Yeah.
There's nothing to
Yeah.
comp it in with.
Yeah. And then that was and that, like, I mean, I think this one we sold quite a lot as well. We had a good, nice packaging.
I don't think we lost as much money on this, but I don't think we made money either.
We didn't make money.
I think we lost a bit, but we will definitely at this point we'll like maybe FBA isn't the way.
The way to go. Yeah.
Yeah, like
And,
we
yeah.
realized the logistics, or not the logistics, but the what do you call it? The just the overall cost.
Yeah.
And the investment that we needed to put in order
Yeah.
to make it work. It's like we need X amount of money to buy like 1 trillion of these cups and 1 trillion letterboards or whatever product we choose next.
Yeah.
It was difficult to see the end of the tunnel.
Yeah, for sure. And that was like, that was really the main thing, because we're getting there. We're getting better at it. We're getting better at advertising on Amazon. And but it was just not, I guess, it was just not profitable at the end of the day. For us,
I think it's still possible, because we both left thinking like, I think it's still possible, but it's just we just needed so much money to put into it to make it profitable that it wasn't worth it. We didn't have that money, first of all.
Yeah, we don't.
The whole point was to make the money, not to
give
spend
more.
the money.
Yeah. But you need money to make money, and that's the thing.
Yeah.
I think we've learned, and I think, should we move on to the next?
Yeah. So then we stopped FBA. So we decided to do something else. You came up with this other idea, which was drop shipping.
Basically, I'm just falling for every scam. Thanks for watching or listening to our content. If you like what you saw, feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks again. Peace.